Okay, I think we fixed our audio problems. Should be working now. Happy Wednesday, everybody. MLM Heretic here with the MLM Heretic Chronicles. Can you believe it? We're already up to episode 15. Sorry, I'm a little scruffy today, but I didn't shave because I was working so diligently on this one because a lot of things transpired in the last couple days to make this happen. So it's called more attraction marketing nonsense. Let me ask you something. Would you take a marriage advice from someone whose marriage is falling apart and they're about to go through a big public divorce? Because I was reading this fascinating article the other day about human nature and the power of a false image. It made me chuckle, but also made me kind of sad. I don't know if you've ever heard of Rachel Hollis or not. You know, the girl who can't wash her face, or whatever the name of her book is. Well, she'd been doling out marriage advice to people on how great hers was at the time. And it's interesting, the article was, because while she was doing this, her own marriage was falling apart. And there's a link to the article in the description if you would like to read it. Anyway, she's such a phony and a fraud, but most, if not all, the attraction marketing gurus and people who operate in these types of programs operate in the exact same way. They're giving out advice that they are unwilling to follow themselves to build a residual income. And they're luring in desperate network marketers about how they're going to build this super productive team with the principles of attraction marketing. Because many of the coaches and teachers in network marketing who are promoting this training method are not even in building their own teams. So to me, it doesn't pass the smell test. Something definitely smells wrong because they're only promoting their brand and telling people what they want to hear. So the other day, I clicked on another one of these Facebook ads because I just love to read them, and they promise proven results. And I got into a conversation on Messenger with the person who placed the actual ad. Now, I don't know what else to do, folks. This is what's keeping me entertained. And it's my natural curiosity about people and the way they behave and the way they do. Especially in this industry that is filled with so much fraud, deception, and outright lies. Here's my conversation with her I had after I clicked on the ad. And it went right to her Messenger, which was kind of unique. Instead of sending me to an opt-in email like most of them do that has follow-up response, auto-response messages, it took me to her Messenger, and she said to me, "Hi, thanks for your interest, smiley face. I'd love to tell you more. Would you mind telling me about what resonated with you in my post?" I answered, I said, "Duplication. I have an interest in hearing about that for one thing. But my curiosity about how mental health is relevant, because I guess that's what she's selling. She's selling some kind of mental health program. Anyway, of course, I can share more. I grow my mental wellness business with a duplicatable social media strategy." Now, see, she's using all the buzzwords that she thinks are going to trigger me to take her bait, because I'm just like all her other stupid mop heads, the people who react to these and click on the ad. And they're desperately searching for answers as to why they're not getting these fast results in this tough, but totally worth it business. She continues, "If you're interested in the duplication piece only, I'd be happy to meet with you via Zoom to explain it in more detail." Now, I didn't want to waste her time on a Zoom. I just had a few questions that she could easily give me the answers to in Messenger. So I said, "Hey, I hear so much about duplication on social media. So here are my questions for her. What does that mean to you? What are you duplicating? And what exactly does that look like in real numbers? Because you're saying you're getting results. I want to know, how many did you personally bring into your primary business? Because that was my interest for my primary business. How many of those duplicated? How many did that on subsequent levels through how many generations of business? Over what period of time did this happen? How much customer volume do you currently generate per month? Now, these are quantifiable parameters of your business that you can tell me a lot about the info before we meet on Zoom. Because I see the same ads for these types of programs flooding my feed. Thanks for your reply in advance, winky face emoji. So that's a total of 9 questions I would need to know about your business offer first. Please take them individually with your own real numbers. Then I said this, oh, and one more important guideline for these 8 questions. They all pertain to your personal results from using this system. So anything you built before implementing it, it's not applicable. And then I also asked her about the ads, since anything you do must be duplicated by your team. So on advertising this program, since I came through your ad on my feed, and since you're targeting network marketers, here are my questions. What is your ad budget? How long have you been placing ads? Are you making a profit from new enrollments? Are you breaking even, or are you losing money? Then I said, I may have more relevant questions, thanks. Now I'm just asking questions that anybody could answer if they just gave me the data. I didn't ask her how much she was making. I asked her questions pertinent to the program. So I didn't hear from her for a day. And she'd seen it was in Messenger, so I saw that she looked at my questions. I said, are you working on the answers so I can properly evaluate your program? That's all I asked. More silence. She saw it, ignored me. And then I wrote this 2 days later. Is this thing broken? I said, Chayla, has anyone not asked you these questions before? Do you even know your own numbers? If you're claiming duplication, you should have some hard data to verify your ad. So when I clicked send on this message, it didn't go through because I was blocked for simply asking them. That any shrewd business person would if they were going to implement a program to build their business, because you have to look at things like that. But people don't want to prove anything if it's easier to just make worthless, empty claim that a good copywriter can convert a bunch of idiots with. So she realized I wasn't one, so I wasn't worth talking to anymore, because she didn't have good hard data. What she had was a story. Okay, one more life lesson in the can. Is anyone listening to these, or this is a purely masturbatory exercise for my own personal amusement? Because I'm having so much fun doing these, I was hoping to share the joy with everybody else. Have a great Wednesday evening, everybody. The MLM Heretic is signing off.